I'm a distinguished professor in IT and systems area at IIM Sirmaur. Dr. Rathod holds a doctorate from the prestigious Pilani with 36 years of experience in rich both industry and academia, including a significant tenure at IIM Indore and an entrepreneur journey in the software industry. Dr. Rathor brings unparalleled expertise to a session today. Here, industry-oriented research has been published in high-impact journal extensively cities and recognized international by her peers. She has received research granted from eminent organizations such as IBM and PMI USA and has fostered collaboration with international acclaimed researchers. We are indeed fortunate to have such a luminary lead this program, and we look forward to gain invaluable insights from her vast savior of knowledge and expertise. Please join in me welcoming Dr. Rathor. Thank you. Over to you, ma'am. Ma'am, your mic is off. Your mic is off, ma'am.
Yeah. So good morning, everyone. It is always a pleasure to be a part of an FDP. And the major reason behind this is it is more like talking with friends. All teachers are facing almost the same kind of challenges, and the experiences are sooner or later they become the same. And we have our own set of problems and our own set of triumphs. So obviously the session should have been an interactive session, but there is a limitation of timing, and therefore I would start with the talk, and towards the end of the talk then the stage will be open for further interactions, Q&A. uh, uh, Basically, artificial intelligence, it just grew in front of our eyes. And in last 10 years, we kept following how machine learning is advancing and what all things are happening. And then suddenly there are so many new things emerged. So I'll start with my presentation, which is mainly about the role of critical thinking, what critical thinking is, and its a role in learning, and why it is necessary for us to cultivate critical thinking in learners. And as teachers also, we have to develop that. And it's a process which takes, for me at least, it has taken infinite of time in my life. Continuously we keep developing it. So and then we'll see that how technology can be helpful, but always with a pinch of salt. There is always a limitation of the technology, and that is also we are going to discuss. Then I'll show you some ways in which ChatGPT can be used for developing critical thinking for the students, for yourself. So that is there on agenda. I'll just share my screen. Why I have to share entire screen? Oh, right. System audio. I don't need. Okay. Are you able to see my screen now?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Yeah. So let me start with the talk. So basically what we understand by learning, because teaching and learning are so well integrated that it becomes necessary for us to understand that what is the outcome of teaching and what should be derived out of it or what is expected out of it. So when we look into the literature, there is very interesting paper by Anna Delleris from Denmark, he in 2007, he said it point blankly that learning is something which leads to permanent capacity change. And this permanent capacity change could be in terms of the ability of doing something or knowing something, or maybe taking it forward to new dimensions. So this permanent capacity change that can be obtained or that can be achieved only if we are able to impart some kind of ability to the learners. So as teachers, uh, or especially as I started my journey as a teacher, I started looking into this, that what actually we mean by teaching. And that was very interesting. I think this particular definition of teaching changed the way I was looking at this whole profession. And this came from Brubacher, who said that teaching is an arrangement and manipulation of a situation. So you basically create a situation in which you create some gaps and obstructions for the learners, so that while overcoming those obstacles, learners tend to learn. So, let us relate it with the previous slide when we were talking about achieving permanent capacity change in somebody. And for achieving that kind of change, we have to create certain obstructions, certain obstacles, so that for overcoming those obstacles, learners, they in that process, they tend to learn. And therefore, education, and especially the kind of organized learning environment, what our education system or formal education system creates, it is an extrinsic process of imparting knowledge. And knowledge is imparted by developing the ability to reason. Skills, that is by training. We train people to do something. For example, today, how to use certain AI tools that we would be saying. And values, that is by conduct. Very clearly, explicitly in literature, it has been mentioned that value can be imparted only by conduct. There is no other way. You cannot lecture, you cannot preach, but better you behave in a particular way. Whatever you want your students or your learners to learn in terms of values. Now, while learning is intrinsic, that happens inside an individual, and that is the acquisition of that knowledge or that skill or that value or a composite of all of those. This is what education is. With this background, when I look at the whole situation today, I think, somewhere during the process, we might have lost the meanings. We might have lost our vision of bringing in permanent capacity change in our restaurants. We actually got into something where we just keep telling them that do this, do that, instead of that what was required, that we create situations for them, so that they overcome that situation, and in that process they learn. I'm not saying that all of us are doing it, but collectively as a system, somehow we will accept this fact that we are lagging behind when it comes to education system in our country. And I'm not telling you from the point of view of the world ranking or some kind of ranking. I don't believe in that business at all. But in terms of the social uh, and other kind of cultural and even the day-to-day life related problems what we are facing, and those problems are clear indication that somewhere our education system is not doing what it was supposed to do. Anyway, that is not the topic of discussion for today's session. So now the question which came to my mind was that, okay, fine, why this permanent capacity change is required? And then even literature said so. And from our individual experience also, we all would agree that, in real life, when we are interacting with the world around, we are supposed to find facts so that we can make right choices. We can solve problems around us effectively. We can make decisions. At least we should be in position to make decisions, and we should create the situation where decisions work according to our objectives. We should be able to face life challenges as learners ourselves, or even our students. They should be able to face life challenges effectively in the right manner. We should be able to gain, apply, and create knowledge. And there are so many, objectives which we are supposed to meet in life, and education should help us in achieving that. So, for what should we acquire to enjoy or to achieve that permanent capacity change? And then came Bloom's taxonomy of educational objectives, the 6 categories of cognitive domains. Three of them, the high order thinking skills, analysis, when we are able to find out relationship between various parts of a situation, and then we are able to relate whatever is the relationship of those parts to the whole picture, what we are having before us, how various parts are contributing to that, and not individually but collectively. That is what analysis is all about. While we should be able to make the judgments, and for making judgments, it is necessary for us to have a set of criteria or standards. With respect to those standards, we should be able to make judgments. And then we should be able to create something new, coherent, which is suitable to the life situation we are facing. So high order thinking skills are expected to be developed in the learners of higher education. That is what has been mentioned by several researchers in the area of education. And we are supposed to create lifelong learners who can think independently, who can understand deeply, who can see into the layers of a certain situation, who can analyze, evaluate, infer, conclude from whatever information they have, and articulate clearly. And they should be able to explain that why they are doing so, what is the reason, or whatever they have done, what was the reason behind that. So basically, what I'm trying right in the beginning, because we really have to understand what critical thinking is and how AI as a tool would be instrumental in developing critical thinking in learners who are students as well as teachers. So we go back to this to achieve permanent capacity change in individuals so that they can manage life situations effectively. And this is related to only the situations in the personal realm, but also in the domain, in academic domain, wherever they have developed their professional skills, or whatever work they are doing, occupational skills. And for that, as teachers, we have to create certain situations so that in overcoming those situations, in dealing with those situations, the learners learn. And basically in formal setting, we are supposed to do this. So there are various mechanisms of or various ways of creating such obstructions or situations. Um, uh, Obviously, all those situations are expected to to develop the ability to think in a particular way. And I'm not talking about certain kind of stream of thinking. I'm talking about certain mechanism which becomes automated in the brains of individual learners. That is what I'm talking about. And so I go back to 1910 when Davy came up with the concept of reflective thinking. And I found this concept very appealing when I was a student of research, which I am even today also. I just came to know about this, and each word meant a lot to me. It is about active, persistent, and careful consideration of any piece of information which has come to you, okay, on the basis of the grounds which support it, by which we mean the evidence, the fact. And active is basically, you are not accepting whatever somebody is saying. For example, right now, whatever I'm saying, it is, it should agitate our minds. It should not be accepted that somebody, some professor from some IIM is saying, so I just have to listen and accept it as it is. No, there has to be a kind of, a response to that in your mind. Okay, persistent and careful consideration. What is the evidence you are talking about this? So I have an evidence in the form of Davies paper, and it's a Davies book actually, and it is being accepted in the literature, in research literature. And why it has become a kind of uh, evidence? Because after Davies, so many other people reviewed it and they accepted it as the dependable thought. And therefore, this is something which you should accept, but not without challenging it. That is what critical thinking asks for. So if you see the second bullet, it says that critical thinking calls for a persistent effort to examine any belief or supposed form of knowledge in the light of the evidence which support it. Now, I tell you again, means although I'm saying that you should challenge it, and I'm not giving you an opportunity to do that, of course, but at the end of the session, there will be enough opportunity for that. I'm just keeping an eye on the time so that at right time I would be able to give advice to you. What generally happens if we are continuously resisting whatever stimulant or information is coming to us? If we are continuously not only resisting but evaluating it, assessing it, and assessing with respect to what? With respect to the evidence. And on the basis of that evidence, we decide or we judge the correctness of whatever is being said, and then we take further conclusion from it. This is Glasser. He took in this up in 1941, and he came up with the continuation of the thought of Davy, which further bloomed, and it came up as there is one critical thinking community which got developed, and then there are so many researchers, and frankly speaking, even the definition of critical thinking is being enriched almost every day. But the basic thought remains the same. The examination and test of propositions of any kind, whatever is being said to us, whatever is coming to us in life, we have to accept it only if we find a fact supporting to it, or a kind of evidence supporting to it, or there is the the closest explanation available for it. That is what critical thinking is. It is skilled, you can develop it. Yeah, critical thinking is not something God gift. No, it is, you can develop it. And active interpretation and evaluation. So whatever situation we are facing, we should try to understand it to the best of our understanding, ability, evaluate it, and based on that evaluation, we take any decision, the next course of action. And whatever comes to us in the form of observations, communication, information, argumentation, that is what critical thinking. And the base of this comes from the very famous quote from Aristotle. Uh, I'm quoting it. It is the mark of an educated mind to be able to entertain a thought without accepting it. You know, there has to be a kind of resistance, evaluation, inference, and acceptance or rejection of it. This is how uh, the permanent capacity change can be achieved in learners. The reason why this would happen, because when learner is resisting, all faculties of brain are involved in finding out the reasons that why this resistance is there. And in this process, the learner comes to know about the strengths and limitations of those pieces of information or those facts, those reasons. They came to know about their own weaknesses in thinking. And when we know what we were knowing incorrectly or we were thinking incorrectly, when we know this, it becomes permanent in our mind. So this is how critical thinking contributes to the process of learning. It helps us in developing our ability not only to uh, judge or to find the reality, but also retain whatever we have concluded, whatever we have inferred, because individually we have been involved in that whole process. Our brain has been involved, and the brain keeps all these experiences in a particular context. Whatever reflection has been made by the brain, everything is stored in our brain in the form of knowledge. As it is being said that knowledge is the experience combined with information, interpretation, reflection, and context. So these are 5 components of knowledge, and this is how knowledge sits in our mind. And therefore in practice, and again I'm really very much influenced by this particular set of information, because this has helped me in developing myself as a facilitator to my learners. Critical thinking is the ability and willingness to assess claims and make objective judgments, no emotions there, no biases there. Here we are clearly focusing on objective judgments, well supported reasons and evidence rather than emotion or anecdote. Critical thinkers are able to look for flaws in arguments and resist claims that have no support. And they also know that criticizing an argument is not criticizing that individual who is making that argument. There is a difference, and this difference has to means I consider this to be hallmark of good academics, where whatever we are arguing is separate from ourselves as an individual. So if I'm arguing something, there is a counter argument, and if I find that that counter argument is weighing much better logically with facts and reasons, then I should be able to accept it without any problem. At the same time, when I am making a counter argument, then I also have to be uh, um, uh, uh, to be accepting to whatever argument had been made, and in what way it is not correct, that I should be able to articulate. And therefore it is not only negative thinking, it is also creative and constructive, because you have to come up with the alternative explanations also. Okay, fine, so in this context if this is right, in some other context there would be something different. Okay, and therefore there comes Karl Popper. I believe those who are coming from hardcore research paradigm, they must be, at least I am a fan of Karl Popper. Um, uh, he called it critical rationalism. He said that I may be wrong and you may be right. And by an effort, we may get nearer to the truth. And that is what, as good academics, all of us keep doing. So, critical thinkers, they need to have openness and self-regulation, and we call it intellectual humility, courage, empathy, autonomy, integrity, and we keep perceiving till the end when there is some final conclusion can be drawn. But why to talk so much about critical thinking? You know, I think there is some noise around. Hello. Yeah. So how do we do? How do we develop critical thinking in classroom? And there are various ways. We conduct debates, we conduct a discussion, analysis is being done in lab. We do the work, the practical work, role playing, problem solving, concept mapping, critical reading, and there is one mechanism which we call Socratic questioning. And I'm very sure that many of us are using questioning technique in class. We keep asking questions. We keep asking learners questions which are related to the topic, and we what we want them to think over the answers to those questions and come up with their own view. So in that process, when they are talking about, when they are articulating the answer to the question what we are making, in that process they learn. Because of course learning can never happen from the outside. It is an intrinsic internal process, and the external process is only creating the situation. So Socratic questioning is having three basic requirements. It is systematic, it is disciplined, and it is deep. Systematic means the step by step. Disciplined means focused and regulated, and deep is detailed and connected. So, means there is logical connection between the questions being asked. And purpose is, of course, to make somebody aware of the assumption one is making, or in case of complex issues, how to navigate through various stages of dealing with that complex issue, analyzing concepts or what could be the reasoning. So like this, Socratic dialogues are being handled in the classroom. Some examples you can see on the screen. We can just, we keep asking students, are you thinking that it is something granted? Or means, are you assuming that this is happening? So like this, and we keep finding out the reasons, the basis on which students are saying something. Now this particular method means I'm just focusing on this particular method and then relating it to the artificial intelligence tools. So this is one example. I'll take only this example here. So in physics, we talk about scalar and vector quantities, and then we ask students that if this is the speed, then who is walking faster? If there is incorrect answer coming, then we have to teach about the greater and smaller number. If correct answer is coming, then of course the next question will be that if we are 500 steps apart, then how much time will it take for us to meet? And then there would be certain numbers, and we keep asking that, do you think that your answer is correct? And then they become doubtful, they come up with something else, and they say, again we keep asking this only. Ultimately we ask them that, are you assuming something, whether they are walking towards each other or what? And then they realize that yes, there is an assumption with which they are working. And then we introduce them to the direction component of the quantity. And that is how scalar and vector quantities, how do they differ? We can take this. Another example, which is very close to my heart, is epistemology. But right now, because of paucity of time, I'm just skipping this. But this is how Socratic questions. So classroom preparation, when we have question-based session, then classroom preparation is something like this, where we work on various questions which will be emerging during the discussion. Artificial intelligence. Again, there is something very interesting to know about them. Intelligent system and even human intelligence, we are intelligent systems. Our brain is an intelligent system. And what it does, it senses environment, learn from it, and use that learning in future situation in solving problems. And this is what a computer system does. So it is AI is a set of technologies that can imitate human intelligence in the process of problem solving. So this AI is basically use of computers, uh, quite similar to human brain. In terms of application, the similarity is very close in terms of application. Similarity in terms of functioning, it still has to go a long way, but somehow we are getting into the groove of it, that how our brain functions and how we can make a computer function in similar way. So there is a concept of machine learning. Computers learn from large amount of data, and there is a purpose why I am talking about this. Just in the next slide you will realize that why it is necessary for us to know about this. So there is a large amount of data which is given to computer, and either we give them an algorithm which the computer refines based on this large amount of data, or we give the data only and then computer generates algorithm. And what we can do with these algorithms, we can predict or we can create something new. So for example, first of all, algorithm, I hope everyone knows, otherwise it is a set of defined rules and logically connected objective steps for solving a problem. So basically a set of instructions for solving a problem is algorithm. And what, in case of machine learning, a training data set is given to the computer, and that training data set is used by the CPU as per the instructions given. And based on that, either the given algorithm is refined or a new algorithm is generated. It could be, if algorithm is given right in the beginning, of course, in both the cases, there will be some kind of algorithm given, some kind of technique, statistical technique is being mentioned, but the mechanism is a bit different. Supervised learning is when more details about the data is being provided, while unsupervised learning is without providing details of data, relationship between data pieces that is being found by computer. Anyway, so I'm talking, or I would be now talking about generative AI, which is basically using the machine learning solutions for creating text, uh, audio, video, images, all of content creation using AI. And it is related to natural, it is from the branch of natural language processing of AI, where large language models, the data is in large text which is being given, and the computer algorithms are big models which are actually understanding, learning from the text, and then coming up in the form of some logical formulation. Inputs are generally coming from various sources from the internet. For example, public domain, encyclopedia, research databases, maybe copyrighted are also being used. There is a lot of, means people are not very clear about it, that what these models are doing. Specialized, these are known as generative pre-training transformers. These are GPTs. And databases can be created by experts also. Code repositories are used, and anything which is available on internet, that is being used. I would like your attention for the limitations, because these limitations mean a lot for us as academics. Data accessed or available for the training and test, actually that would define the ability of that AI tool. Okay, so if there is limited data available, then the creation of content would be limited to the data which was available. For about this, I'll give you one simple example. So artificial intelligence, and not GPT, not generative AI, but AI was used by Amazon for segregating the CVs they were receiving for recruitment. And after 2 or 3 turns of using that AI tool, they realized that they are not inviting women for interviews. And then they went into the details of that. And what they found was that in general, data which was used was having less number of CVs from females. And because of that, the model was quite biased towards the male CVs. And then they stopped using AI for that purpose. So please be aware, garbage in, garbage out. The quality of data which is being used for training and testing would define the correctness of the output created by the AI tool. Then efficacy of algorithmic models, because this is learning. And we all know even our learning is so flawed. So this is a machine. Its learning may not be very comprehensive and correct. So be aware of this fact. Comprehension biases. And these AI models, they are not understanding the text. They are basically finding out the relationship between the text and compiling the text for you. Okay, and therefore be aware of the fact that they are not comprehending as your brain can. And of course, there is a problem with IP, copyright, input, what kind of input they are taking, we are not aware. Even the generated output, there is a lot of discussion going on. So consume it with a pinch of salt as a teacher. And as I would prefer to say that I liked this statement in one of the research papers: complementary supplement. Use AI tools just as complementary supplement of whatever you are doing. Okay, complementary for improvement. If there is something missing, you may get it from the AI tool, and supplement is some addition you can do for refining whatever work you are planning to do. Um, I introduce you to ChatGPT. I just mention a few of these mechanisms, how it can be used for evaluation, for preparation of teaching content. But it is everything is meant for saving time of educators. Let me tell you, I, as a teacher, frankly speaking, I will not depend on AI tool at all. I can use it only if I have lesser time, but with a caveat in my mind that whatever is the output I'm receiving for my help, I'm going to review it for its correctness. It is same as when we introduce a video from YouTube in classroom teaching, we go through the whole video thoroughly just to find out that is there something incorrect being conveyed into that. So exactly in that way, we have to look into the correctness of this. You do all these things, whatever I'm going to show you, but all with a pinch of salt. Don't depend on it thoroughly. Okay, so should I switch over to now ChatGPT? So the tool ChatGPT, you can access it using your browser, and generally you will find that you can register with them for free. And there are certain conditions. If you have to use it quite frequently, in that case, you can go for paid registration, which is about $20 per month. GST is extra. So from that perspective, you can use it. In general, ChatGPT, when you open it, it would look like this. Are you able to see? If you are not able to see this, please inform me. Right. Now, when you see ChatGPT like this, this is just one aspect of it. On the left side of it, you can see various options. One of those is explore GPTs. Okay. And these are various generalized pre-training transformers, which are being created by either the company of ChatGPT or some other companies which are associated with ChatGPT. Okay, OpenAI is the organization which has developed this tool for the use of all of us. Uh, they mention these various tools here for different purposes. So you can see the sections like featured, which are being used frequently by the users, trending, okay, featured are whatever are being given. Uh, for this week, it is like, a special menu item. Trending is something which is very popular in the community. Then what ChatGPT, that OpenAI has provided as the tools, what tools are for writing, what are tools are for productivity, for increasing productivity, and about every tool there is a description given. Okay, and for education also there is something being given, lifestyle, programming, all those things are there. Okay. Now, I would like to give you only a few of these tools, just how to use them. The first one, which I really like, is creative writing coach. Whatever is being written, if you just want to see how correct it is, how good it is, you can use creative writing coach. Okay? And maybe I can get into some content which is a scrap content I created. And I can just use it. Yeah. And you can see that it has given certain rating, and it is giving us some kind of it is giving me some kind of inputs. For example, it is saying clear, informative, the strong grasp of evolution of marketing philosophies. So all good thing, as we are habitual of giving feedback in this way only, first talking about something good and then saying that some improvements can be done. And then it gives the revised passage also. Now, after talking at great length about critical thinking, our brain's ability to look into the evidence, to facts, and then only to accept the things. Okay, and then making something so simple. Frankly speaking, if you start doing it right from the beginning, there will not be any learning happening for you. At the most, this feedback could be of some use to you, isn't it? And this is what you are supposed to focus upon. In other words, what I'm trying to say is that don't depend on this much. Of course, nicely written, you may have to, you may find it much better than what you have done. Okay, but that you must feel that it is so. Excuse me. Another thing is that in general, nowadays, there are tools which can find out that something has been created by ChatGPT. I do that. And, I don't want my students to use ChatGPT right away. I really don't want. I want them to develop their ability to articulate effectively. And for that matter, I go and find it out that whether the content is generated by ChatGPT or not. So, for example, I'm just doing it randomly. So I find out how to find the content developed by ChatGPT. And then there are several tools. Okay. For example, I don't think so. I use this also. So I want to paste the text. Now, okay, so it is telling us very clearly that ChatGPT or any AI tool has generated these content. Okay. Now, as I said, that most important for us is this. It gives us suggestions. We learn from it. Our restaurants will also learn from it. So better to, motivate our restaurants to use this kind of facility for learning how creatively, how correctly you are able to write. You can see it with creative writing coach by ChatGPT. There is another thing, there is one AI humanizer. So this is another new concept and I was aghast. You know, now this concept says that since you have written something which is looking very mechanical, so you can put some humanized ways of doing it. You know, whatever ChatGPT had written, I have copied and pasted it here. Now let me see the starting action. Oh, fine. I don't have that plugin. So you allow, no, I don't have that. So fine. I think for, there also we should have. There is another humanizer. This should be. Fine. So I don't think so that plugin, but there is a provision given for that humanizing AI. I don't know why I have to go to plugin. There is one of these options. I don't know why I'm not able to access it, but this is creative writing coach. The another feature which I really loved, what I did was simply going to ChatGPT, the topmost. Okay. And I said quiz and quiz on maybe fundamentals of learning. You know, you can create quiz so well. Only thing is you just have to review the things and see what all questions are making sense to you and choose those questions. So this is just to speed up your process. But it doesn't mean that you have to depend on it. Generally, when we are dealing with some new topic and we don't have much time or we are looking for seminal work in certain area, then we can go to maybe ChatGPT, or we can simply ask here that what is or what is evolution path of drone technology. I hope it is making sense. So I get a storyline that how drone technology developed over a period of time. So, new concepts you can search for. But the actual tool which impressed me when it comes to developing critical thinking, not only for students, but for us also, that is going to education and going for tutoring. Okay. In case of tutor me, you just see how irritating it is. Okay, you say that, okay, what is founded rationality? Now, can you see this question? Can you think of a situation where you might face limits on your ability to make a fully rational decision? Okay. I think this is something which is really interesting. This is what we do in class. And I can say yes several times during intense discussion, right? Now, now, did you see? During intense discussions, emotions, time pressure, and limited information can all impact your decision making. And then, do you usually handle decision making in such situations? How do you do that? It is asking me. So, this is how we can have the whole plan for conducting discussion. Now, in general, since I'm coming from quite an old era, I don't teach using slide sets. I'm still using board and marker pens. And therefore, for me, what I do is I develop mind maps. When I ask this question, what could be the possible answers? And what should be the way to take them forward. Like this, I work on for every session in that way. Here, you get such support. I'm underlining support. Okay, you get an idea that how would you take it further. Okay, so this is the tutor part. So I have shown you how to make the quiz, how to develop the critical thinking skills by Socratic questioning, asking deep questions, systematic focused questions by using tutor. Okay. And you can always involve your students. You can tell them that if you want to know about this topic, you start with that. Generally, when we talk about prerequisites for a course, then whatever they are supposed to know, we can give a list of those topics to them, that you must know all these things, come prepared using ChatGPT tutor, and these topics you should be ready with before you join this course. So this is one mechanism. Then coming on to the, I'll just take 4 or 5 more minutes because we started a little late. So we can go for research and analysis also. Here, if you see, like a science space, as I remember, I have used. Okay, science space is seminal work on bounded rationality. Let us see what it says. It goes to somebody else. Types it. You confirm. Now, what the benefit of this feature, especially for researchers, is that you get fair idea about that what happened on certain topic in the past. And then you can refer to these papers. Many times this happens, and just a fortnight back, I was struggling in finding out that how marketing, how to market discontinuous products, the products which are based on radical innovation, which are new products. Nobody had thought of those products. How, what are the frameworks for marketing? So such kind of features of ChatGPT are really useful. They give you indication to all those research studies which have happened in the past. And since I have asked for seminal work, you know, the initial work which was done by various researchers and scientists, that work has been listed over here. Okay, so this is how research can be used. There are several features, means I don't know, but somehow I find that you go and into it. For example, I remember math solver. We can take the example which I think I took. You can see a few of these examples here itself. Otherwise, so what I said is that this is also one way of, you know, uh, one way of developing critical abilities, critical thinking abilities. So you say simply compute compound interest on, say, some amount for 10 years at the rate of at interest 10%, say. So I hope you are able to understand this. So whole this solution has been given. Okay. Now, if you are finding it difficult to understand, then you can just say, can you please explain the solution? And step by step, why something is being done. So, in this way, you can just have the step by step explanation of things, whatever has been generated in the past. So these are the initial things. I think you would be able to take it. I have, means there are several solutions, commercially available solutions, which are using machine learning, even in finding out that where you are lacking when it comes to solving problems. So there are tools for tutoring in such a way that after tutoring you for a few days with a few problems, after that the tool learns that what kind of things are not easily understood by you. And that is basically use of AI in cognitive science. Okay, and then it helps learners that this is something which you are lacking, and we have to focus, and then it will change its path of tutoring accordingly. So there are several, this is just the beginning of AI in education. And of course, educators are reluctant, and they should be, because whatever they can do cannot be done by artificial intelligence. So with this, I'll close my session. If you have any question, maybe two or three questions can be taken.
नहीं मैम, पता क्यों? क्योंकि जीएनएम था कि उसका, फिर उसने पोस्ट बीएससी नर्सिंग की, उसने मुझे ये बताया। वैसे नहीं करा शायद। नहीं।
Hello.
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. I would, before that, I would like to ask my faculties if they have any kind of question so they can put up with her. Then we will be moving forward with some practical AI tools which we'll be using in the day-to-day lives.
Madam, I have one question. You have demonstrated the free version of ChatGPT. Madam, can you hear my voice?
Yes, I can.
So you have used the free version of the GPT. The output is the same for both free version as well as the paid version?
Yes, sir. Both are the same.
Okay.
So initially, I told you I'm a purist. So frankly speaking, I use ChatGPT minimum. But when I started using it, I explored it for both the ways. Only in case of paid version, you get more options, more tools, more features. But output remains the same. There is limitation of usage. Like there are certain number of tokens. Tokens are number of words and punctuation. So I think some 4,700 certain token per hour is the limitation which I came to know. And I suffered because of that, because I was doing something and I found that I ran out of the number of specified tokens. So otherwise, in terms of the output, it remains the same. They don't differentiate. Features may be lesser.
Good morning, ma'am. I have a question.
Right.
Ma'am, as you suggest, like we can use Chat GPT for assistant with writing research paper, but how to
Right.
ensure that it is plagiarism free?
Of course. So I don't say that you can use it for writing research papers. I said that you can use it for getting and access to those research papers which you are you are in need of, because even the searching of the right research paper takes a lot of time, so it can reduce. Of course, if you are, whatever content is generated, generally it is not verbatim. Okay. And if you notice, there is references being given. But please don't
Okay.
forget that only those research papers which ChatGPT could access, only those
Mm-hmm.
research papers and the content have been referred to for creation of
Okay.
new content. Okay. So what does it
So,
mean? It means there could be other research papers related to the same topic which you may miss out because
okay.
ChatGPT doesn't have an access to those papers. One. Second is that, there is a limitation in terms of creation. So the content may not be conveying the right thing. Be careful about that. So you can get a support from that. But in general, using those content as it is may be detrimental to you only. Otherwise, also,
Okay.
even if you are using it, there won't be any plagiarism issue because proper references have been given and verbatim content are not being borrowed. Okay, so that issue
Okay.
should not emerge. And right now, whole world, all governments, they are struggling with the copyright to the output from ChatGPT because OpenAI say that the creator, the content has been created by ChatGPT, a tool. So the creator is the owner of the content. ठीक है?
Okay.
And therefore, ChatGPT means OpenAI does not claim any copyright on the content, any IP on the content. Now, when it comes to the public domain, since references are given to all the content, what we do in writing research papers otherwise, isn't it? So there won't be any problem. So right now, governments are struggling to find out that how to manage IP for the content created by GPT tools. Okay, this
Okay,
is the
ma'am.
situation. But my means as a person who has spent so many decades in academia and academics, let me tell you, please don't generate content from ChatGPT. If you are generating, then use it with your own contribution.
Okay. So,
Use it for
like,
referring to the past research. Use it for referring to the past
yes.
research. Read those
Mhm.
papers and see that the sentences created by ChatGPT, whether those sentences are actually communicating the same or not. Because
Mhm.
still, if you notice, you will find somewhere they are writing. mm, okay, yeah. Can you see the bottom of the screen? Chat GPT can make mistakes. Check important info.
Yes. Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
but so I think I'm able to convey what I wanted to.
Yes. So,
Yes.
ma'am, like I have my own content. I like summarized few research papers, and but I'm not sure for the grammar of the paper and all. So if I
Right.
provide that content to ChatGPT and it like gives me a very good paragraph and all on the basis of
Mm,
my content, so that
mm,
generated content, if I read, okay, it is like
mm,
grammatically and meaning wise it is correct, so
mm.
that content will be considered as like chat gpt generated content, or like any issue with the plagiarism or not? That is
Ha. No,
yeah.
plagiarism will not be a problem at all. Okay, but still there are tools which can find that this has been created by, or this has been improved, not improvised, but improved by ChatGPT. And in that case, this is totally um, on the wisdom of the journal. In general, journals are open for that. They don't mind if things are coming from ChatGPT. Only thing is that they want something which is dependable and which is true and which is contributing to the knowledge. So
Okay.
I don't see any problem if you have improved your own written content using any AI tool. If you have improved and submitting it to any journal, I don't see any problem in that. Although I have not done it.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Madam, one more
So
question.
yes, sir.
Actually, you have shown how to create a quiz on particular topic,
Right.
right? And then can we also create a descriptive type questions instead of quiz?
Like, okay, I remember there is a tool for that. Um, I think in ChatGPT only.
Both descriptive as well as mathematical based questions like that on a particular topic.
Mathematical, I have not tried,
Okay.
but maybe we can just find out, prepare a set of questions for questions related to maybe integral calculation, calculus, basic basics. My God. Right. Are you able to see that?
I could see, madam. But where is the solutions? Where are the solutions?
Okay, let me see if it gives that also. I'm also learning through you.
Hmm. But very interesting, but first time now we are come to know the actual applications. Very, very, very interesting.
What are the solutions to these questions? Or maybe we copy and paste. Oh my God, I can't believe this. This is wrong. No,
But
this is
better
too
we have
much.
But we have to check, madam, answer. Whereas we have to check
Of
ourselves.
course, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Actually,
That
madam,
is what I said.
Yeah, one of my MTech student, he checked for some VSTL code. He asked the machine to write. Then he told it is full of mistakes. He told, but there is a free
Of course,
version.
that is, yeah. No, in general also, even in paid version, you will find there are so many mistakes. And sometimes you really, that is the reason. See, this is just the beginning of AI tools, generative AI tools. It is going to take a long way when it comes to the level in which good academic material can be created. But here, what I want to say is that we need to integrate it in some way uh, in our profession because of two reasons. One is that since we are dealing with a lot of means the rate at which research is progressing in every area and new areas are emerging, it becomes sometimes very difficult to be to keep abreast with whatever is happening in the world. Okay, in such case we can depend on this. It is similar to search tool. You please consider this to be Google search, Google Scholar. No, so that is one. And second is we should know about this because our students are using it, isn't it? Frankly speaking, in my last course, when I found that my students were using this, and despite knowing that I was quite against using it for assignment purposes, then this time my course is going to have flipped classes. You come to the class and do the assignment there in front of me. Somehow we have to know that what these tools can do, and they can also harm our students. So be very careful and know these tools in and out, so that you cannot be. And we all know, if we find very flowery or very good, very correct language, very impressive articulation, as teachers we become a bit conscious कि भाई कहीं से कुछ copy मारा है, isn't it? So generally it becomes very easy for us to find out. Only thing is that we should know all these things happening. We should use it for the assistance purpose only. And we should see that how well it is progressing, because technology is bound to progress. So that is how it is. Yeah. I see.
So anyone else from faculty side, because
Yeah,
I would
there will
love
be other tools which will be now demonstrated by other esteemed guests, or maybe by up to skills only. But besides this, for example, this job search and all those things, I think they are going to demonstrate that. So besides that, whatever I put in my talk, if you have any question related to that, maybe last question I can take.
yeah. We would love to take the questions. Anyone from the faculties, please.
Good morning, ma'am. Ma'am, are you available on the YouTube channel? We need
No,
your
no.
classes. So there is any video recorded your video?
Okay, so I, means I'm here accidentally. Okay, I just usually I am not on social media and not especially on internet also. Uh, means I'm quite a laid back teacher.
Ma'am, if I want to learn more, so how to connect with you?
You from the website will get my email ID. You can connect with me using email ID anytime, no problem. Yeah. Okay. Right. Thank you so much, all of you, and wish you all the best. And just to see the power of this tool, at the same time with a pinch of salt. Don't forget that things, um, it may be quite wrong. also, right? That's all.
Thanks.
Thank you
Thanks.
so much. I'll take your leave. Have a good day.
Thanks, madam.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
And with another guest, Shruti, we would like
Thank you.
to inform that
Hello everyone,
Shruti,
and thank
please,
you so much, Urvashi Rathod ma'am. Am I
Shruti,
audible?
please just hold on. I guess Hemant sir mic is on, that is creating disturbance little. Okay, now it's perfect. So as you know, UptoSkills is providing free services to the colleges and universities like training and placements internship. So we are also organizing a national level startup thon competition, which is first time in India in a virtual platform. So it says stop dreaming and start doing. Solve India's problem in an Indian way. So we are going to start this from 15th of July. The last registration is on 15th of June, that is next week. So we would like all faculties to circulate this information to your college so that each and every student can participate and learn something new and gather some information regarding the same. So as it is, the students who will be going to participate in this, they get some exciting rewards also. And the college would get some benefits like the collaborations and brand visibilities, also good publicities, also the internship opportunities, even they can create a job, not a job seekers. So some are the benefits you will soon might some of the get the information about that, and some of that may get soon. Baki minimum participants in this team can be 2 and maximum 5 will be there. Even the faculties can also participate in this event to enhance, to guide and mentor the students. So we want some more guidance from you faculties that what we can arrange more apart from the FDPs and startup thon as we are already going to organize. So you can please drop your answers in the chat box. We will love to hear your answers or your suggestions. So moving ahead.
Regarding this next month program, can you please send the email to us?
Yeah, sure, sir. Please drop your mail ID on the chat box. We will send it.
Okay, because already I have registered. Perhaps you can see that. It's there. My email ID is there. Contact details are with you.
Okay, sure, sir.
Okay.
Thank you. So let's move ahead with Mrs. Shruti. She's an AI practical tool trainer and an engineer and also a data scientist. Over to you, Shruti. Thank you.
Thank you, Elisa. Also, thank you to Urvashi Rathod ma'am. It was a wonderful session. Thank you explaining for some AI tools. Now I'm want to explain some more advanced AI tools. Just sharing my screen. I hope you can see my screen, everyone.
Yes, we could see.
So this PPT is created by AI within 2 minutes. How I will show you in our next session. But right now, before going ahead with all AI tools and all, basically I know everyone afraid about AI tools. Even professors are.
Shruti, you are on mute. Someone muted you, so please unmute yourself.
Am I audible? Hello.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
you are audible.
Yes.
Yes. So basically, this AI tool, if we look at the research, we can see 20 to 40% workload can be can be automated for professors' profession basically. 30 to 60% grading system, you can consume your timing, you can reduce your timing 30 to 60%, just checking the grades and all the management work you have to do. Also, your student performance will be increased by 40%. This is a research base. So AI is a helping hand, just like the calculator. Before some decade ago, when calculator come, everyone's afraid about calculator. Even now, there are also so many people are that time saying that we don't want calculator, we don't use our brain. If calculation process of human processing will be reduced, but still calculator is helpful even now. I refer as this era from when ChatGPT comes as a before Christ and after Christ, just like that. After these some centuries, we can see that how AI change our working life, working tools. And when Eliza asked me about, please tell me a little bit about yourself, that time I tell her, please even mention that I'm a mother, I'm a wife as well. But why I'm saying that, because with the help of AI tool, I become more cooler mom and amazing wife, because I can manage my work life balance both with these AI tools. I know we can't rely on AI tools completely because it is in a training mode. I'm an AI trainer. We are doing, that's why and you already know, everyone, machine learning data, how data is provided and then that machine will be learned. So it is in a process. So it needs some time to be perfection, but still it is really doing great job than our human. That's why we have to take help as a helping hand, of course, but we have to take that. So let's start with some practical tool. You just see that ChatGPT, and if one person also asked about whether it's have, ma'am told you, right? You have some advanced. What is the difference between paid version and free version? So there are some extra tools available for ChatGPT 4 right now, which is not available for ChatGPT 3.5. And if you use that token completely, it will be completely that end you can't use that GPT-4 paid version at what is in the free version. So right now I'm using free version. I'm not upgrading my version. But right now I want to show you about everyone about data analysis, right? This is the one data I'm importing for ChatGPT, and I want to show me. And let's see what is ChatGPT is doing. Okay. Here our path is not correct. So I will copy this code and I'm using Jupyter Notebook. Even we can see error here as well because we do not created the correct path. Just a minute. Okay, so can you see here? ChatGPT provides us the correct path. Right now, again, can you see here? I already use my data analysis limit, so that's why it's not giving me foolproof answer here. But if, the same thing I already did yesterday, I want to show you on the different tab. Okay. Okay, I yesterday gave him some other code, other data to represent with the visual representation of that data. Hmm. Okay, here it is a World Happiness Text report. You can Google it. These I downloaded from Kaggle website, and I just gave him give me the visual presentation just like what Tableau do. So can you see here? Python code is available already there. Also, he did some basic analysis and then visual presentation for me. And after that, again here I use that limit yesterday as well. So it's not in my chat GPT, but same code I use on the Tableau, on the Jupyter notebook. Just copy pasted. I didn't do anything. I just copy pasted from that code. And here you can see different correlation matrix from here. Can you see here? World Happiness Report. I just changed this path as well yesterday to read that, complete that, resolve that error. And you can see this complete code given me by ChatGPT. And you can see here our visual representation as well. Isn't it amazing thing ChatGPT is doing? Just we have to use a paid version for more token, and that's the reason I can't show you right now live, but this is the done by ChatGPT. Okay. Other than this, let's come about many people ask about research paper. So this is a one AI tool, perplexity.ai. This is a AI tool again, but it's a what you can see. It's the user its UI UX is just similar as a Chat GPT. But what is difference between Chat GPT and Perplexity? Here, this is the search engine plus ChatGPT feature it have. ChatGPT, what is a ChatGPT exactly? It giving you a result as a he is a human. He is answering like a human. He is answering like a chatbot. But in whenever you are asking about research paper, you need some correct data, correct exact data, and that time you don't want creative writing within research paper, right? So in that case, this perplexity comes. I yesterday asked him about thermodynamics. Give me some thermodynamics research paper and its summarization. So you can see which sources it taken, and then it gave you that paper one, what is in this, what is perplexity summary about that research paper. Okay, what I asked him, these are the tool I told him to do. Provide me the research paper related to thermodynamics and utilize these for paper key finding and methodology. So, and also I want analysis, compare some different research paper and generate that result. And you can refer for research paper, these website, this AI tool is really helpful for you. I mean, it's not for writing, but whenever you are taking a reference as a right for getting your new research, that time you this is really a helpful thing for you. If you read this summary, you can go ahead or not with that research paper, you can decide, and many things are there, right? This is about thermodynamics paper. Okay, sorry, perplexity. Hmm. the presentation. Okay. So I think you all want these phase in your class as well. Means if tutor or professor is like this in our class, that time our students also enjoy that session and they also enjoy learning process. So that's why, by the way, these images created by AI, how I will show you that as well. So we already discussed about perplexity. Now let's see about Roxy. This tool is for creating chatbot. You can monetize that chatbot as well. How? By the way, why we have to create chatbot for professors? Whenever you have a too much workload and similar questions asked by students, and if they want not even a similar question, some silly questions they also have, and every time they have to reach you and ask you that question, it will be a hectic for a student and even uh, for a teacher as well. It's like this chatbot. If for example, Mr. Let's create a chatbot first. So I will explain you well done, very well. Okay. Within this, suppose I have my professor name is Professor Chauhan, and he was a professor for my time as for thermodynamics, and I did not pass thermodynamics even in university paper. So that's why I have definitely I always remember his face. So I take that example to create this chatbot. If suppose this chatbot is present 10 years ago when I'm doing my engineering, it was really helpful for me to ask this very basic questions, which is not understanding, which is I can't take that question and take that refer to that professor. If I created Mr. Chauhan, Professor Chauhan chatbot, he knows he have too much knowledge in thermodynamics. He have too much research paper he have. So whatever data he have as a research paper, as the any documents or videos or audio, everything we will take and feed these chatbot, and that chatbot will answer me as I'm asking directly to the Professor Chavan. For example, let's feed some data to this chatbot first. I take that PK Nag textbook. Many people know if they completed mechanical engineering. So yeah, I take this right now. I'm just taking this PDF. You can add any sources, whether it is a website, whether it is a text, MP4 file, YouTube video, anything to this chatbot, and it will answer you as you are a person in front of us, and you are giving us the questions, answers. Okay, now in this, you can give that persona about chatbot, how it will be talking, how he have to give answer. So for that, let's tell him for a Professor Chupang. So Also, I want some funny tones to reduce the pressure of students. Here I'm using this Grammarly extension. It also have a AI Grammarly feature as well. Many people definitely know this thing. Okay, I can customize this. Okay, how to use ChatGPT? Here I want to introduce some funny things. Why funny things? Because uh, I know we are in a serious profession, but let's take it easy. Everything like so. That's why I want to choose this welcome message. I don't want to give myself too much.
चेंज करने वाला आया है हाँ
Sorry.
भरो इसको फैकल्टी लगवा रहे हो प्रिपरेशन लगवा रहे हो प्रिपरेशन वाली लगे रहना ना
Hello. I
लगे तो अच्छा तो इसको हटा के फैकल्टी वाली लगवा लो फिर तो
can please not okay. Okay, so I want to write down the welcome message for chatbot, and I don't want to give too much stress on my mind for these tasks. This is a stupid task, right? So let's ask ChatGPT, please write down, please give me only welcome message for my Mr. Sharma, Thermo expert. Chatbot. Can you see here? Many options comes. Such a creative task you can give to the chat GPT. No need to use perplexity because it is a creative writing. Sorry. Chat GPT. Kept it here. Okay. So can you see, welcome to the heat zone, Mr. Chavani. See, met your problems away with some expertise. Hello, feeling me heat, that house to keep things, handle all thermal inquiries into the smile. So let's choose this one. Just for the example, when we can use ChatGPT, such a light task, you can definitely use this. So can you see here how our chatbot will look like? This will be a welcome message, how student can ask it's a question and different thing. And also I want to add some images for him. Okay, these are the images I created again with AI. How I will show you that one as well. But right now, let's fix this. So can you see how our chatbot will look like, and it will give you the different color, persona, and other things. And that's it. You have to, okay. There is a 3 more options for accessibility, public, private, protected. If you keep it protected, it will be chance in future you can create monetization with this chatbot. So right now, let's keep it in public. Let's see, even I did not created this chatbot before. I'm creating in front of you. Let's see, because again, it's have some free version, limited free version available. So that's why. Yes, explain me. I don't understand. Entropy, enthalpy. So anyone is a thermo expert here? Can you check this answer? I don't know whether it is correct or not, but because of, we refer the Pekin arc, so definitely it is correct. But can you see here? We can uh, uh, take it's a different persona. If we want funny, if we want serious, if we want some other mood, we can give that as a person, and we can. This is a helping hand for student. I hope you like this tool. Okay. Now, after this is about droxy.ai. I can share you this link after this. Okay. Now about careerflow.ai. This tool is also helpful. Many people know we have to very updated about LinkedIn if we want to proceed in our professional life, and each person don't know about it, but means how to optimize our LinkedIn profile, or even for professor point of view, you have so many students come, and whenever there is a placement, they ask you maybe please check my resume, or how should I update my LinkedIn profile. That time these tool is really helpful. Careerflow.ai. Let's check about it. About yeah, this career flow. We have some extension. We have to add that extension, and after that, you can understand about this. Just a minute. Here we can see that career flow icon. Okay. This is my personal profile, and I did not check whether my LinkedIn profile is updated or not, and how can I optimize this. Career flow also help you to create your resume as well. This is one of the fantastic tool for professional life. Okay. Okay, can you see here job tracker, AI cover letter generation? It also have some premium version, but also have some free version as well. So let's check our LinkedIn optimization. Okay, can you see how much I have to scope to optimize this LinkedIn? And for that, whatever task I have to do, profile photo I did not upload it. That's why this is giving me the red signal. Location is up to date, headline is up to date, banner needs some idea, it have some idea, and you can use this tool very well, and we can refer this tool to our your students as well. And this is a really helpful tool. That's what I want to share this thing. Other than career flow, again career flow for networking as well. If our student not interested in job, it will also helpful for networking, for freelancing work, and many more opportunities as well. Now this mind master is also one of the best tool I found out. Just give me a minute. whenever you are creating your presentation or whenever you are using uh, a presentation or any lesson, that time mind map helpful for you, right? So about this mind map, this is a simplest tool I found out and visually really well done, we can say. Let's check one tool I already had yesterday. Let's one man. This one. Okay. I just copy pasted this website, whatever we are saying this website today, website or AI tool, you can say. I just copy pasted that here and I paste it here. And other than this, you can have tree map, list, and various options available. Can you see here? And you just have to copy paste it, whatever things you have to, and it's quickly created. If you are using traditional method, it's really a time consuming process. So that's why these tool I really find out this is a helpful one, really very good. After this, let's see what is next. Okay, kickresume.com. Again, now optimize resume. This one is also very well done. You just have to update it your data from which college you are, which experience you have, and it will create in a minutes that resume for you. Again, Grammarly, I just inform you about Grammarly as well already. Okay, about Magic School, we will go after some time. But before that, I want to show you the website which I create with the gamma.app. This tool is like really a, you also definitely love this one. Let's see. What is here? You can create PPT in just few minutes, few seconds. If you have outline present with you, or even if you don't have outline and you have to quickly give some lecture or some presentation or any topic, can use this. Here we have a text, paste in text if you have an outline presented. If you have a don't if you don't have outline, it's on the last minute presentation.
What is
It
this
will be
tool?
like this.
What is this
It's
tool?
gamma.app.
Just gamma. Okay, thank you. Gamma.
Okay. Yes. Or even if you have some file, we can import that as well. Yes. Sorry. Anyone?
Type the tool.
Yes, sir. I will.
GAMMA gamma. In the below this PPT, you can see here.
So this is also part of JetGPT, no?
You can check this tool. I will even refer you other sites as well. At last, I will give in chatbot. Okay. Okay. About this tool, let's see my favorite topic about. mm, Okay, here we have some paid version. If we can only create 10 slides per presentation, and if you want some more, we can purchase if you like that. So this is not required. Now just relax, and you can see outline slide created by the way, this gamma is interacted with ChatGPT. That's why it created outline for each slide. And even I don't want this, I think this is really a basic thing. We can ask ChatGPT the same question. Let's do that. And please create 10 outlines for me. This presentation. You can see different 10 presentation outline will be here. And if you want to do brainstorming, you can ask question again and again with different approach, and ChatGPT will give you a tremendously amazing result for that. So right now I just copy one slide from here. That's it, because it's again a copy pasted work. No need to take that much time for now. Mhm. Okay, it's anyone knows about, can I remove this? Just cover docs with this here. I don't want it. So I don't want it. Okay, here it is. So I just copy pasted the slide from ChatGPT, and I'm not going to do anything after this. Here, if I want brief text per slide, I will choose that. I like to be a medium. If you want detail, it will be also present after according to your requirement. Then you can use web images for, but web images have issue whether it have license or not. We can again, if we only use free to use without license, it is again a limited source. So that's why I like to create AI image, right? And even within AI image, you can give some options and which model we want for AI image creation. We can choose that one. And right now I'm just clicking continue. Oh, I'm sorry. I already used my credits for this. Anyway, I will try with some other account. Let's see. Just stop sharing my screen for just a minute. Sorry for interruption, but I'm sharing my screen. I hope everyone see my screen. Is it?
Yes.
Screen is now visible. Yes.
Yes, okay. So again, we are doing the same task from scratch. Just mm, so yeah, here we can see generated straight that outline again. And I'm not copy pasting right now from ChatGPT. You understand that things. Okay, here we can check our which style we want for creation this presentation. Let's choose this one. Generate. Now just relax and give time with your family. We just have to see.
Ma'am, any other AI for the PPT presentation?
There are many tools, but again, it have some even not a paid a free version as well. I will do one thing. I will create that uh, tool list with you and share with this team. They will give it to you then.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Because I am using this Gamma last 2 years. That's why I need
Okay.
another AI for the preparation of PPT.
Okay. There are many tools available, but this is a quick one, and I like that this presentation as well. So yeah, but we can refer other as well. No problem. So let's see.
Thank you.
Can you see? No image creation and styling. Basically, what is a hectic work? We have to do for each slide, same style, same font, adjust that layout. Instead of that other things, we can focus on some creative task, right? AI is here for our such a basic and daily uh, work which is not required. By the way, here we can use Google images as well if we select that web images. So it will give you some more realistic view as well. Yeah, that's it. Other than this, Gamma also have some other cool feature. Let's see. I want to create website. For that, again, I have to give just prompt. Let's say we are providing meditation services, and I want a website for this. Let's see what are the outline we have. And again, you just have to continue. Pick up any theme, whatever you like. And also we can publish this site as well in a few seconds. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, you are
Yes,
audible,
ma'am.
ma'am,
Yes.
but your PPT is not visible.
Did someone remove me? Maybe I not sure about camera. Let's just screen. Can you see my screen now? Okay.
Yes.
So yeah, which I just click on the publish. I don't know till which time you can see this, but I just published, and after that, this site is present for us, and we can directly copy paste this link to anyone. That's it. So these are some of the amazing tools I got, which make your life also easier. Other than that, yeah, magic school. In this, so many options you have: quiz generation, multiple choice assessment, text professor, email responder, text translator. Many applications are here. And 14 days we have free version available as well. So even custom chatbot which we created with the Droxy, we have that option as well here. Teacher observation. So let's do one thing. We will do this SEL planning. Let's see what is this. Social emotional learning. If we want to create a lesson plan for our kids, so again, on the terms of which grade you are creating, let's create for 12th grade. Again, what lesson we have, within that lesson, which part we have to teach: self-awareness, self-management, or relationship skill, responsibility, decision. Let's see responsible, because that age don't responsible that much. And whatever mm, the topic we want to specify within that topic, let's see. mm, Additional content, if you want, you can create that. Okay, this is our lesson plan is created. Assessment, opening, closing, homework, which homework we have to give. So this is also one of the good tool I found out. I'll share that one as well. I'll do one thing. I will share all the link with you in the chat box. Access chat. Okay, okay. Yeah, that's it about the links. And other one which I want to show you about GenGraph. This is the images again text to image converter. It's also have a free paid version and many more available. You see that Professor Chavan photo I created with this tool only. Again, for image generation also there are various tools available, depend on what is your requirement. If I want some of the artistic abstract point of view tools, then you can refer Leonardo. Mid Journey is the most popular one. Now let's create the photo of Lady Professor Chopra. Mm, Connection. And give some prompt and you can create images. It have 5 prompt daily in free version. So such creative images also you can see. These are some other images I have created for Mr. Chauhan. Can see these are my prompts. Basically within the prompt we have to give it have some criteria. We have to give instruction, specific instruction or specific question, and then AI can understand that thing, and then it will create something like this. This is for your presentation or any lesson which is related to creative part. It can you can use this as well. Mhm. That's it. That's the tool I have right now. Other than about GenCraft link also I will share. Yes. So now, anyone have any questions about tool list? I will definitely update and give it to you.
So, Ms. Shruti, please request UptoSkill to send by email all those links.
Okay, surely. I will do that.
And share your LinkedIn account as well.
Sorry, sir, I did not understand what you are saying.
I said share your LinkedIn account.
Yeah, I will upgrade that one as well. The same, yeah, it was my personal LinkedIn account. I show you, which I showed you. So yeah. Anyone else?
So again, we will love to hear your queries if anyone has. Today we have learned many effective tools. So anyone has the queries who want some more information about the tools for the practical learning.
Ms. Elisa, thanks for sending the email. We got your email.
Okay,
So
yes.
that's why you could register. It's very interesting session, very useful session. So you can continue to send the email so that we will think of organizing any programs in future.
Okay, so we have already shared the mails to everyone, those who have shared their mail IDs on the chat box. So hope everyone has received. Those who haven't received, you can drop the mail to us on recruitment@uptoskills.com. So we'll soon reach out to you and share all the details of UptoSkills with you. So I guess we should conclude this meeting. Mrs. Shruti, do you have any queries or want to communicate something?
I just want to ask whether this tool will be helpful for you. Are you going to use this tool in your daily life? And whenever you will use that, and please approach me and let me know whether it is really helpful for professor's life as or not. Yes, that's it.
Okay, thank you so much, everyone. So we are concluding this insightful faculty development program, which is on leveraging AI for effective teaching, enhancing creative thinking, and for fostering personal growth. I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to all of you who have actively participated in an enthusiasm throughout the event. Thank you, everyone. We owned a special thank to Dr. Urvashi Rathod and Mrs. Shruti for sharing her profound knowledge and expertise with us. Their sessions have truly enriched our standing and opened new adventures for us to explore our teaching practices, research, and endearsums. This program has equipped us with enhanced teaching skills, fostered our personal growth, and provided us with the insightful networking opportunities. The innovative teaching methods and critical thinking skills we have developed with undoubtedly have a lasting impact on our personal and professional growth. Let's take the knowledge and insights we have gained here and apply them in our work inspired by students and colleagues. Once again, thank you everyone for your participation and had a great day ahead. We look forward to see you in our future events like Startup Thons and many more upcoming. Thank you. So we would
Alza, let's make a quick photograph with all of them if they can switch on their videos.
yeah, so please can you all please switch on the cameras? We
100+ participants are there, but I think I have seen a couple of people have not switched on the camera, so we are very limited on the screen. Eliza, once again, please request everyone for the switch on the camera so that it will be a good picture.
okay, everyone please switch on their cameras so that we can get a cute pictures of yours. Hope you all have liked our session and you will be provided a suggestion for our upcoming events so that we can go more with interesting events in future.
Okay, I just want to say one thing. Thank you so much for here to listen this wonderful session. So we just hope that we will circulate a particular form that what kind of events, what kind of FDPs, what kind of student development programs that we can conduct with the help of you guys. So I hope all of you have joined our WhatsApp community in which we are creating India's largest TPO community. So you can join over there and we will share all the details and we will ask what you need so that we can plan accordingly as per your requirement. This FDP is also recognized by faculties in our WhatsApp community. So that's why we have organized this and lots of ideas that faculties gave us and we will try to implement at almost zero cost or at minimal cost. Okay, so please, we will share a form in WhatsApp community on or in all of your registered email ID. Please fill that. It will be on anonymous. Okay, so you don't need to share your email ID, name, and anything, so that we can, anonymously, you can share your ideas that what can UptoSkills implement with you in your colleges at national level. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. If you have any idea or your suggestion, you could ask us right now.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for the wonderful session.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So let's end this session. Thank you so much, sir. Have a nice day, all of you. Thank you.
Is there any certificate process?
Thank you.
Yes, yes.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, madam.
We will share the certificates in the coming week to all the attendees.
So any feedback form needed? Feedback form is needed there.
You are on mute, sir.
I can't hear your voice, sir.
Am I audible now?
Yes.
We will share everything on your mail ID. So so that you can fill and you can share your ideas regarding FDP and SGP and feedback of this FDP program, and we will improve if there is any you think there was some such content that you would not like. So we will try to improve ourselves to better serve you in near future. And we will share the certificate to all the attendees at your mail ID.
So certificate is chargeable or
No,
free?
no, sir. No, sir. If anything could be chargeable, we will share at front, not at the back side. Okay. So we have cleared in the WhatsApp community, at email, at our website that we are not charging anything for this FTP. This is completely free of cost to develop skills at faculty level, so that all faculties should convey this skill set to their students, and their students will grow in the nation building. Ultimately the students will do that, right? So we are trying to reach you people with more FDPs coming on.
Thank you so much, organizing committee.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, all of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have a nice day.